Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new day. So it's Wednesday afternoon, almost 3 o'clock. This is going to be lunch. Just a couple of fruit bowls. So, and that's Prissy meowing in the background. She says it's her lunchtime as well. So, gonna feed the kitties, feed us. It's kind of a windy day. But yeah, kind of uneventful so far. I got up this morning. I did some Etsy orders. I just got back from Walmart. I didn't do like a big grocery thing or anything. I just had to pick up a couple of things. But other than that, just gonna go outside and sit with Glenn so we can have our fruit bowls. Then I'll probably come back in because I think I'm gonna do a banana bread loaf in the bread machine because those bananas are extra ripe now. So I think I'm gonna do that. We're just having leftover tacos for lunch or for supper tonight, so I don't have to do anything there. But yeah, that's all that's going on. You saw I made some potato pancakes for breakfast this morning. And yeah, that's it. I haven't really been doing anything today. So yeah, I'll be back with something. Alright everyone, so it is time for another bread maker recipe. So I'm going to be making a banana bread. And I'm going to throw some walnuts and chocolate chips, whatever. We don't have a whole lot of chocolate chips left, but whatever we have are going to go in the banana bread. All right, so I have been saving bananas from the food pantry that we received probably 2 weeks ago. And they were pretty green at that time. And I saved them to make this particular bread in the bread maker. So, all right, I have a recipe. And I'm just going to double check to make sure I have all my ingredients here in the order I need them. Because again, when you're doing bread machine recipes, it's important to put all the ingredients in the order it tells you to. So, all right, and I'll just read them off. I got a half a cup of oil, 2 beaten eggs, 1 cup of mashed bananas. And in this recipe, this is for a moist banana bread. I'm going to be using a half a cup of sour cream, and then a teaspoon of vanilla, 1.5 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of salt, and then my walnuts and chocolate chips. And again, this particular bread machine will beep and let me know when I can put in the extras like the walnuts and the chocolate chips. All right, so let's go ahead and start putting stuff in. I already have this locked in. It's ready to go. And when you're doing bread machine recipes, all your wet stuff is going to go in first. So I got the half a cup of oil. I have 2 beaten eggs. Had to just pause there to make sure I was recording. Let me get a spatula out so I can make sure I'm scraping everything in. Sorry for all the noise. I just want to make sure I'm getting all of the egg that I can in there. See, that was still quite a bit that could have went in there. All right. It's 2 beaten eggs and 1 cup of mashed bananas. And this equaled out to 3 large bananas, in case you're wondering. All right, now we're going to go to the sour cream. And this is a half a cup of sour cream. I love the bread machine, I gotta tell you. It is so convenient. And when I was prepping all the ingredients, I was thinking, okay, got to preheat the oven. And I had to stop. No, I don't. So that was pretty good. So yeah, I still want to make other recipes. I found a cinnamon roll recipe where I can make the dough in here and then just roll it out myself and cut the cinnamon rolls. But they look really good. So I am going to try cinnamon rolls. There's so many things I want to try in here. I do want to find another recipe for white sandwich bread. So I'll be looking for another recipe. And making jam. I definitely want to try jam. I want a second attempt at a pizza dough recipe. The one that I used the first time did not come out well. So I want to find another pizza dough recipe. All right, so let's move on. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. When I make bread, like when I first made the sandwich bread, I just kept it in an old sandwich bread bag. That's how I just kept it, but we didn't have it long, so vanilla. Okay, here goes the flour, 1.5 cups of flour. And then the sugar, 1 cup of sugar. And then we have a teaspoon of baking soda. And yes, it is supposed to be baking soda. There is no baking powder in this. So, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And that is it. We're not going to, again, add the walnuts or the chocolate chips until the bread machine tells me to do so. All right, so I'm going to get this thing started. Let me plug it in. I'm going to close it. Okay, so I'm going to set it for a 1-pound loaf, and I'm going to put it on cake cycle. So I can't see. Can you guys see? Cake cycle is number 11. Oops, went through that again. Wasn't paying attention. Okay, so now it's on cake cycle, and it says it's for 1 hour and 52 minutes. I don't think we do a color. The recipe I got this used a different bread machine, so we don't have all the functions that one does. Okay, we're just gonna press go. Start. Not go, start. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my microwave timer for 5 minutes first, just to make sure the bread machine is collecting all the flours from the corner, or the flours, like, not flowers, the flour from the corners. And then if it's not, I'll just like scrape them down. All right, everyone, so it's been about 5 minutes since it started, so I'm just going to open it up. And you can see on the edges, it's not collecting all the flour. So I'm just going to take a spatula and push it all down. Yeah, you just want to push it all down off the walls. All right, and that's it. I just wanted to make sure all that flour was being mixed in there. All right, everyone, so this banana bread is done. Oh, it looks really moist, and it smells delicious, I gotta tell you. So, a couple things. Well, maybe not a couple things. Oh yeah, I guess a couple things. So before I made this, I watched some videos on YouTube about how other people were making it in their bread maker, and that's what I went by. Um, Other people had cut their time off so it wouldn't cook the whole time. But what this was set for on the cake program, and the time that came up was like an hour and 52 minutes. That's what it took. And it just got done. So that's the oven. That other beep was the oven, so I can put the taco shells in there for our leftover tacos. But yeah, I just wanted to go over a couple of things. This is set to like 1 pound, and it looks really moist. I don't know if it's a sour cream or what it is. So the time it gave me on here is the time it takes for kneading and baking. The other thing is it never gave me a beeper sound to add in my walnuts and chocolate chips. So I'm learning something new about the machine every time I use it. So on the cake program, you do not get the buzzer to add whatever you want to add in. So I think what I would do next time is after the 5 minutes when it started and I opened it to scrape off all the flour off the sides, I think at that point I would go ahead and add in my walnuts and chocolate chips. So no big deal. Like I said, I learned something a little new every time I use it. It is a little warm right now. It's been going for almost 2 hours now. So yeah, on the cake program, on this particular bread maker, does not give you the buzzer to add anything. So I never got to add in my walnuts or chocolate chips. But that's okay. It's still going to taste good. I just know for next time, and I'll write that down on my recipe. And the time that this bread maker gives you for the cake mode on this recipe is the time it took to make this. So yeah, those were the only 2 takeaways. Otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and dump this out on I'm gonna go ahead and dump this out. But yeah, guys, this banana bread smells amazing. I'm sure it's going to taste amazing. Ooh. So if you're wondering, I'm sure a lot of you know, but if you're wondering, that hole is from the kneading paddle that's inside the bread maker. So again, this is a 1 pound banana bread, so it's pretty small, but that's actually perfect for Glenn and I. We don't need a big loaf. Ooh, it is heavy. So I'm actually going to let this set, and I'll cut it later on. Right now I'm going to warm stuff up so we can have leftover tacos. I won't record that because I already showed you last night what we were having. Okay, everyone, so I totally forgot I had to do a review on this banana bread in the bread machine. So here it is. Obviously I cut it open already, and yeah, so we're missing about like that much, maybe. So the loaf size, obviously, it's a 1 pound loaf size, and it's perfect for Glenn and I because we wouldn't eat much more than that. Or even that. We probably could even freeze some of this. But look at the inside there. Now that's a lot of banana. So my review on this is probably the best banana bread I've made. And it is super moist. I don't know if it's the sour cream, but I found this recipe on YouTube. And the YouTube channel I found it on was Best Tested Recipes. So, yeah, I don't know if it's the sour cream, but Glenn and I both agree that this is really, really moist, and it is. And this is the most banana flavor I've ever gotten in any banana muffin or loaf that I've ever made. It is, yeah, you definitely can taste the banana in it. I thought it came out really good. Now, Glenn and I both agree also that if we would have been able to at least, even just the walnuts in there, would have topped this off. Walnuts and chocolate chips would have been really good. So, but I know for next time that I would add all that stuff in when I checked that the flour was being pulled off the walls. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about this, except it's really good. What we do is we slice it, spread some butter over it, and believe it or not, I don't know if any of you have ever done this, but this comes from Glenn. After you spread butter over it, throw some salt on it, and that is really good. So that is the review on this banana bread in the bread machine. I'm loving the bread machine. I can't wait to make more things. Yeah, it's just, I can't believe how good this came out. This is really good. So, and perfect size. I wouldn't want it any bigger for just Glenn and I. So that's the review on the banana bread in the bread machine. I will go ahead and leave this recipe in the description below. So if any of you that want to try it, but I'm just going to end this video right now because I'm just babbling on. So thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I appreciate all your support. And with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.